Election season is here, and unfortunately, so are the telephone scams. This Hispanic Heritage Month, we've got essential advice to protect and empower the Latino community against fraud and misinformation. Let's welcome Clayton Leah Brayton, Senior Executive Business Consultant for Truecaller. Clayton, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Desiree.
Yeah, so Clayton, why do you feel misinformation and fraudulent communications impact the Hispanic community so much more than others?
Right. Well, it impacts all Americans, of course. I mean, we all have been or know somebody who has been scammed or nearly scammed. But in the case of the Latino community, what we see is they spend a lot of time on their devices, right? It is their primary device for business and for family and socialization. Sometimes they are targeted because there's a belief that they may be less familiar with some of the nuances of legal systems or banking or credit. And so the bad guys, really like to go after vulnerable populations and over-victimize them.
So what are some tools people can use to help protect themselves against scams?
Well, as you mentioned earlier, we're in the middle of this election cycle, and the Hispanic population is very coveted by both parties at elections of all levels. And so, the first thing that people should do is they should go to the FTC website, ftc.gov, and sign up for the Do Not Call list. That'll protect you at least from telemarketing and telesales. And your carrier might have some basic services to identify calls and block spam. But what I really think people should consider is downloading an application like Truecaller. For 15 years, it's the world-leading app. For over 400 million people use it every month globally. And it is specifically designed to identify legitimate calls so you don't miss opportunities, but block the bad calls. And it's just not like a single static list of bad actors that are out there. They're very agile. They're very technically astute. They're great social engineers. So it changes by the minute the types of techniques that they can use to defraud people. So that's what we do. We maintain this active database, these powerful mobile applications for iOS and Android, and protect yourself, protect your parents, protect your kids.
And how can technology continue to help with this issue, Clayton?
So we use technology just in the data science aspect of this. Which numbers look like they're generating suspicious activity, whether that's voice or text. And we're doing that constantly across billions of numbers and billions of calls every hour. Then there are the evolution of technology, for instance, AI deep fakes. They're not just in video, right? In people are cloning voices. Joe Biden's voice was cloned, and it was weaponized for voter suppression. And so we've developed at Truecaller the ability to detect cloned voices, to detect deep faces. So we've got an AI call scanner that'll say, you shouldn't take that call because it doesn't sound like it's legitimate. It's a cloned, digitized voice.
Yeah, all helpful information as more AI is introduced, as more scams are taking advantage of that. Clayton, thank you so much for these helpful tips to our viewers. For more information, visit Truecaller.com or download the Truecaller app on Android.